A man who thrives without a large social circle, who doesn't rely on friendships for a sense of strength, has cultivated profound self-reliance. This individual has discovered an inner fortitude and peace that eludes many. This isn't about being aloof or isolated, rather, it signifies someone deeply secure in their identity, someone who navigates life's journey without needing external validation or reassurance. In a world clamoring for attention and approval, a man comfortable in his own company is a rare find. While many fear silence, solitude, and their own thoughts due to apprehension about what they might uncover, such a man has embraced these quiet spaces. He has candidly confronted his inner self, acknowledging both strengths and weaknesses. He's grappled with difficult questions most avoid, finding answers not through external affirmation, but by introspection. His security stems from seeking within what cannot be found elsewhere. A man at peace with solitude understands its power. In isolation, free from pretense or the need to impress, one is stripped down to their authentic self, revealing true strength. This self-assured man doesn't require others to define him, nor does he crave constant validation or applause. He doesn't seek external permission to feel worthy. Liberated from the pressure to conform or be liked, he is free to be genuine, to grow authentically, and to develop unshakable self-confidence. While friendships enrich life with companionship, laughter, and shared experiences, a secure man knows his worth isn't tied to the number of friends he has or his popularity. He prioritizes his personal growth, vision, and principles over social dynamics. If compatible individuals align with his path, he welcomes them, but he doesn't seek approval or collect acquaintances to avoid being alone. He understands that true peace isn't measured by his social circle. Solitude is his profound teacher. The courage to embrace solitude allows a man to uncover deep truths about himself, his fears, strengths, and vulnerabilities. Once he confronts these aspects, he becomes unshakable, needing no one to fill perceived gaps or mask insecurities. This inner strength, cultivated independently, is not dependent on the praise or presence of others. A discerning man recognizes that detrimental friendships can weaken him. He carefully selects his companions, safeguarding his peace from those with conflicting values, disrespect for boundaries, or those who introduce unnecessary drama. This often leads him down a quieter, more solitary path, but one that is rich, purposeful, and serene. Such a man is not devoid of empathy or incapable of deep connection. He chooses to connect profoundly when appropriate, but he guards his time, energy, and mind. When he allows someone into his inner world, it's because they demonstrate respect for who he is and what he stands for. He seeks genuine, deep connections, and if authenticity isn't present, he is content in his own company. Society often misrepresents solitude as a flaw to be corrected. However, a secure man understands that standing alone can be crucial for self-discovery, for recognizing one's worth, and for building inner strength. When a man truly comprehends his value, he neither fears solitude nor requires a crowd or conformity. He is confident in his unique journey, comfortable in his own skin, and ultimately, unshakable. This man's steadfastness comes from recognizing that true self-respect is rooted in his solitary truths, not external clamor. He has faced himself in moments of quiet reflection, challenge, and honesty, confronting his identity, actions, and aspirations. This rigorous self-reflection and personal accountability cultivate a self-respect independent of others' opinions, forming an unshakable, inwardly forged confidence. He is a man forged in trials, having confronted his weaknesses, regrets, and insecurities to emerge stronger, wiser, and more self-assured. He needs no applause, his internal understanding of his own effort suffices. He has moved beyond the need for external validation or admiration, reaching a self-defined peace. In a world obsessed with external validation and social metrics, this man stands apart. His worth is not defined by his social circle, popularity, or public perception. His self-worth is deeply rooted in his accomplishments, character, and chosen path. He understands that popularity doesn't equate to fulfillment and that true value is an inherent, unwavering quality. He finds contentment in the quiet corners of his life, at ease with his own company, having resolved inner conflicts, faced his past, acknowledged mistakes, and learned from them. Alone, he is not haunted by regrets but is at peace, knowing he has done his best. This profound contentment arises not from constant companionship, but from a life of purpose, integrity, and a commitment to self-growth that transcends the need for external approval. Outsiders may misinterpret his solitude as loneliness or a lack, revealing their own values that prioritize appearance over substance. A secure man lives authentically, not for public understanding or performance. His life and choices are his own, and he is content to walk his path without external validation. He doesn't avoid people but isn't dependent on them for self-definition. True strength, he knows, is quiet, intrinsic, and unwavering like a mountain. Having found strength within, he needs not display it. He doesn't broadcast achievements or seek to impress, simply living in alignment with his values, his sole requirement for validation. While some may perceive his solitude as lacking, for him, it is a richness that fosters clear thought, self-connection, and inner peace in a noisy world. This man has learned that his life's value is not measured by likes, followers, or applause, understanding these are transient and irrelevant to his character or impact. He focuses on his purpose, goals, and legacy, knowing that true success and fulfillment reside in the depth of his character, convictions, and conduct, not in numbers or recognition. It takes immense courage to live this way, to be self-sufficient and comfortable in one's own skin without external validation. He possesses this courage, embracing solitude as a source of true power. He doesn't fill his life with people to feel whole, for he already is. He needs no external approval because he has approved of himself. This rare security and strength are not universally understood, and he is content with that, living by his own values and truth. A man's strength is measured by his character, not his crowd, and he has built an unyielding character. In a world that pressures conformity and external validation, a man content in his solitary journey is truly free. Free from the need for approval, the fear of judgment, and external limitations, he defines his own worth. This inner freedom empowers him to prioritize his values over others' expectations. He knows that his life holds value even if unseen by others, and he is sufficient even if he is his only supporter. He embraces solitude, unafraid to confront his thoughts and insecurities, having traversed and overcome his inner demons. He understands that his strength resides within. In a chaotic world, he finds peace and clarity in silence, learning that self-understanding and growth often require stepping away from the crowd to hear one's own voice. His peace stems from knowing he is whole even when alone, a rare strength requiring genuine courage and self-acceptance. Others may misunderstand or judge his choices, but he is unperturbed. He doesn't seek external validation, having granted it to himself. His unwavering security comes from his grounded self, values, and journey. He avoids noise and superficiality, choosing a harder, perhaps lonelier, but authentic path built on self-respect and genuine strength. He has found inner fulfillment, relying on himself as his primary source of strength. This quiet, self-sufficient strength needs no external announcement or validation, it simply is. He knows true fulfillment comes from an authentic life aligned with his values and purpose. He is committed to a life that feels right to him, even in quiet moments. He accepts that not all will understand his choices, but his happiness and peace are not contingent on their comprehension. His self-built foundation of self-respect, integrity, and purpose is sufficient. He is whole, not waiting for completion from anyone else. This freedom from the need for approval, judgment, and external limitations is rare. He is free to be authentically himself, walking his chosen path with courage and strength cultivated through self-work. He is comfortable with solitude, prioritizing it over shallow connections, and valuing himself over external validation. This is not a deficiency but a profound discovery of self-worth and inner peace, making him whole, complete, and unshakable. Ultimately, his legacy will be defined not by his popularity, but by his integrity, strength, and self-commitment. He will be remembered as a man who walked his own path, unafraid of solitude, and true to himself. A man who seemingly has no friends is not lacking, he has found a deeper, more enduring connection with himself. This self-security makes him grounded, steady, and truly unshakable.